What's going on, guys? Back with another install video. Today we are doing something that's pretty custom. Installing some neon lights on the car. Well, just kidding. Installing some third brake lights. So it's an LED light. It's gonna be like that. I'm thinking of putting it at my rear diffuser on the bottom of it. The reason why I wanted to go this route is because I never seen any Evo or Lancer have a third brake light like that anywhere, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube. I've never seen anyone have it. Seen a bunch of Subarus have it, FRSs have it, but never Mitsubishi, so I just thought it would be interesting. The only thing is, it doesn't come with instructions. It comes with this, 3 little, I guess, wires. What else? Little brackets to mount it. This little metal bracket here, and some bolts. That's about it. So went to Lowe's, pick up some extra wire, just because these wires are not long enough. So there's 3 wires. I believe one is a ground wire, one is the blinking light, and one is just a light that stays on. So I'm not the best with electrical stuff, so I have my buddies Marco and McGill back there to help me out.
About to splice this wire so we can have enough wire to wrap around the tail light wires on there.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect this to the tail light. It's not long enough, it's really short. So like I said, we went to Lowe's to pick up some additional wire. So it's longer. This is 20 feet. Should be more than enough. And basically we're gonna connect it. So we're gonna splice it first, connect these wires, and then once we have a longer wire, then we're gonna go open the trunk and see how we can connect it to the brake light. What Marco did was he pretty much used that I don't know what you call this, wire splicing
splicer,
thing to
Strippers.
strip the wire. So as you can see, there's small wire exposed right now. So the whole point of that is, I guess you have more exposed wire to connect it. So I guess, what do you guys suggest next? McGill says something about going out, testing it with the tail lights.
Sure.
I have no clue what I'm doing. So.
We're gonna test it out with the connectors. We're not gonna splice the tail lights yet. We're just gonna connect these in there and see which ones light up.
Just stick it in.
Yeah, cause it won't burn this shit out.
Okay.
All it needs is an electrical vault in it. So if you put the wrong wire, it won't burn it out. Alright.
Let's try it out.
And if it does, I'll buy you another one.
Oh shit. Okay, let's do it. Right now, yeah, you can just pop the trunk. Damn, those LEDs though.
No.
So, tail lights are here. I guess we're just gonna, I guess we'll do that side first maybe. With those lights. So basically well, at least on the Mitsubishi Lancer and Evo, there's 2 little bolts like these that you can just unscrew it, little plastic screws. So right now Marco is taking a look at the wires and see. On the tail lights, Miguel's gonna do a little test. So he have the ground right there, and I guess he has this thing that he can try to test.
Make sure you remember the color.
Black is ground.
Black is ground.
Black is ground.
I'm just putting my hazards on, stomp on the brake, all that stuff, so McGill could test out which is which.
Ground.
So we got
Ground, turn signal. Which one was the brake?
Let me step on the brake.
Purple.
I'm gonna step on the brake. Yeah, I'm on the brake right now.
Yeah. Purple.
So it's just trying to figure out
we gotta
which wire is
stay
what
away
color.
from the signals.
You could turn it off.
Turn it off.
For the brakes, but we need to tie into how is it gonna blink?
It already has it.
So Miguel brought this wire to connect from my batteries all the way to the back. What is that machine actually? What does it do?
It gives power.
Gives power. I guess you could test the voltage
So you
on
get
it
to
too.
see it light up.
Let's see. Ooh.
Oh
So that's the
shit!
blinking one. Okay, so that's the just stays on when the
Regular
brakes is on.
bike light. Oh.
That's the blinking.
There you go. See, completely different from what I thought.
Yeah.
So
It's
all
pretty
those
cool.
wires.
It gives you power and lets you know which is
that's
which.
ground. Blinking is this one, right?
So we came to Lowe's, second time here tonight because we're here to get more stuff. So Miguel says we need some butt connectors.
We need some butt connectors.
He's getting gayer by the minute, bro.
So
Butt
we just got
connectors.
some butt connectors, which pretty much look like that.
It's right. It says butt splices.
Butt splices.
Splice
So you
that
just have to
butt
make just have to make sure that I guess the size fits. So 14 to 16 gauge, which was pretty much the size of the wire that we got, was a 14 gauge. And what else do we need, Miguel?
I don't know.
So Miguel suggested getting some tap splices, which is this thing right here. Let me try to focus. There we go. So basically, I don't really know what this does, but apparently near the brake light, you feed your third brake light wire as well as your other wire from the brake light that you're cutting. You feed it here together and kind of like crimp it together. So
I see. It does. Approved.
so yeah, this and so what are they called again? Butt
Tap splices and butt splices.
tap slices and butt slices.
This is for the third brake light
The extra
to
wire.
the extension wires. Extension wires will feed through this to the main connectors of the taillights, which is tap slices.
So you can get this at your local AutoZone. We came to Lowe's, Home Depot. I'm sure all of these places have it. Really cheap. Both of these together are like $5-6. Back home from Lowe's with the parts. But before we continue, I'm gonna get Marco starting up his car and moving it. Basically, I just arranged everything for you guys to see before I slap it on. So that's the third brake light. And we have to connect the extended wire because this wire is not long enough. So we're gonna use this little butt slice to connect this wire to this extension. And then once those two wires are connected, this wire is gonna run it through here. So I'm gonna tap into the connection, the wire connection from my tail lights, and we're gonna use this tap slice to basically connect that wire together with the taillight wire connection. So I'm not that good, so this is what Marco and Miguel kind of explained to me. So with their help, we're gonna get this done. Pretty much just cut 3 wire connections from the extended wire that we got. Make sure they're all the same length. And what Marco is doing right now is removing the tail light. So once you remove the tail light, we're just gonna try to see if we can feed the wire through underneath all the way through the bumper so that we don't have to drill any holes. It's Natasha with her Civic Si, which is her daily, her S2000. Oh shit! Hardy fall! I just knocked the beer. Whose beer was that? This one right here.
I think that was mine.
You already know which
Party
my
foul.
beer is.
Pink.
Hardy fall. But she usually has the black S2000. So right now she's in a daily. She's gonna park beside Marco Z, and we are going to continue with this. So say hi, Natasha.
Hi.
So which year's the daily again?
It's a 2012.
2012 Civic.
12, yeah.
Nice. I like the wheels.
They're
I like the color
the
of them.
Sport SA72Rs.
Wet Sport. Dang, that's nice. They almost look like the Evo 10 wheels, kinda. Aw, Miguel.
Come here.
Marco's 370Z, and over here, back to work. Alright, so once I have my tail light off, I was able to feed this extended wire through this little hole, feed it all the way through the bumper like that, and it actually comes on the bottom, as you can see, the wires here. So I don't have to drill any holes, cut any holes. It feeds right through, so that's awesome. Alright, so right now Marco and myself, we're trying to figure out to mount the bracket. So they provided some hardware. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put the bolts on the bracket and just drill it in. So Marco's trying to drill the hole bigger now. So what I did is I managed to find little screws in my pile.
What's up, guys?
Hey, that's my brother, Clement. Clement.
What up? Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Natasha.
Natasha.
Natasha Clement, nice to meet you.
Trying to turn up. We have came up from nothing. I couldn't pronounce the brand.
Michelob Ultra.
Michelob and
Yeah,
those.
Michelob.
My fave, Dosaki. For those of you guys who don't know,
Good thing we got some
those,
lines.
if you're trying to start off for beer, definitely recommend you to have Dosaki. My favorite beer, really light. Mexican beer is awesome. It's
How
got
you
some
turn
chips
this
to
shit
go,
on?
but
There's a button right here on the front.
Marco is going full LED mode right now. Strobe light going on.
Oh, you just sit from the.
Right now, we just kind of mark this where we want to place it. We use a little marker to mark out the two axes. And I'm just going to go ahead and drill the holes in the rear diffuser. So just drill the holes underneath so I could fit this third brake light. But what we have to do before I mount that on is I'm just going to connect these wires to the extension wires. So right now, Marco is going to connect the butt splicer. So basically, from that wire on the third brake light over to the extension wire. So now that Marco connected the butt connectors to the third brake light, we're gonna connect the extension wire to the butt connectors so that we could feed the wire all the way up here. Now all three are connected.
Take
Tight.
that.
We're gonna use
electrical
electrical tape to tape it up. You just use electrical tape to just seal the butt connectors. So for those of you guys who don't know, electrical tape helps to kind of like weatherproof it. So if you get any water or anything like that, it helps so you don't get a short circuit. So that's what we did, just electrical tape. And right now, what we're gonna do is we already connected it all the way up here.
Pop your trunk.
So we're gonna make sure that the connection is good, and I'm gonna connect that to the battery again just to make sure the connection is correct. Alright, so Marco right now is connecting that tool to the battery. So, you know, of course, red to red, black to black. And then we have the wire running all the way here. Miguel's using that tool right now. What do you call this tool again?
It's a power probe. It's not working.
No.
Psych! Psych!
Fucking
Alright.
Right now that we tested, make sure all the wire connection is good, I'm going to go ahead and bolt this third brake light over here. Little update, off camera, we managed to pretty much put the third brake light on to the rear diffuser. So drill holes, connected that, and then I also went ahead and put back the tail light. So right now, the final steps pretty much Miguel and Marco are trying to splice into the taillight wire, and then from the taillight wire they're gonna connect the wires that we have to the taillight wire for connection. How do we determine which wire we're gonna splice into?
So we're gonna do this again. Take this off.
Yeah.
And figure out through there which one that we need to splice into. I know purple, I think it's brakes, but I'm not too sure.
So I have to press on the brakes and stuff.
Yep.
Right now Miguel's trying to determine which wire to splice, and pretty much whenever I hit the brakes just now, whichever light blinks is the brake light. So purple is the brake lights, and are we gonna splice into the purple lights wires, or?
We're gonna splice into the brake lights right about now.
Okay, so we're gonna splice into the brake lights. Probe it again. Try it again. No, it stays on. So when I press on the brakes, it's gonna. There's a way you can blink. You wouldn't just keep blinking, right? Yeah, this is strobe light, so this blinks.
That one, so that one blinks?
Yeah.
Alright, so this one's the one we need.
Pretty much right now we are almost done. Just left one last wire that Miguel's gonna connect. The strobe light works, so whenever I hit on the brakes it blinks. I'm gonna show you guys in a minute, but we're gonna connect the last one first. And we have Natasha leaving in her Honda Civic. Like I said, that's her daily car. Her weekend car is the S2000, so the car looks sweet. Right, Natasha? Miguel's trying to pop open the Dos beer with a 10mm. Let's see if this works. Hey, there you go. We're gonna test this. After quite a while, Miguel was trying to do the wiring. So switch on the lights first. So now, with the LED lights on, that turns on, and then press on the brakes. Oh, that's so sick! It's working! Oh my god, this looks so cool. Alright, Marco. Marco's having fun with it. Yeah, bro, you did it. You did it. We did it! Damn.
We
did it! We did it! Holy shit. So after a couple hours, we finally got it done. All big thanks to MasterTech, Miguel, and Marco. So Marco helped me a lot out with the the feeding the wires, drilling the holes, all that assistance. Miguel helped me out a lot with the wiring at the final part, making the lights work, because we had to find out which wire is what what light. So that was pretty complicated. Wiring electrical stuff is my biggest nightmare. Besides just headlights or taillights, it's super hard for me to do. I don't know. I was looking at Miguel do it. I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm looking at, but I'm trying to learn the basic stuff. So I'm going to end this clip here. Leave a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.